Soctember. This will be a Haboxing of all the books that I've gotten in those 3 months. And book Haboxing is pretty much, it's a book haul and it's an unboxing because I have a little bit of both. The first book that I got during this autumnish was The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan, and this is the first book of the Magnus Chase trilogy. This book follows the character Magnus Chase, and he figures out that he's the son of a Norse god. And also we have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which I got from Barnes & Noble also in October. Six of Crows is about a criminal mastermind. He puts together a group of 6 teenagers to go on this epic heist. And now onto the unboxing part of this video. In my last book unboxing, I brought out a knife similar to what I'm doing now, and a lot of people commented, "Oh wow, you with a knife terrifies me." Thanks guys! And if you didn't know, Black Friday is pretty much where all the crazy cheap people finally leave their bedrooms for the first time in 365 days. And this is where they go stampede into a store and they get a lot of the merchandise for a lot of money off. And what Book Outlet does is they get their entire store to be 30% off during Black Friday. I bought 7 books from Book Outlet, and the first 3 are the Mistborn Trilogy! And I've been wanting to read this trilogy for actually forever. I know it's not the pretty European edition, but it's also not the ugly mass paperback version. If you don't know what the Mistborn Trilogy by Brandon Sanderson is about, they have a really cool magic system where they're able to control metals. And that's all I know. The ratings are great on Goodreads, and on BookTube, there's not one booktuber that I've seen that doesn't adore these books. And then the next book I have is Half Bad by Sally Green. This doesn't have as many good ratings as the Mistborn Trilogy, but it's still pretty good. The main character, he lives in a world where there are good witches and bad witches, and then Nathan is the only one who's half good and half bad. It's about him trying to track down his father, which is the bad witch, in order to turn on his powers like a light switch. And then the next book that I have is School of Good and Evil, A World Without Princes. Whoa man, sweet, look, I have a poster. Who knew? I didn't. A World Without Princes is actually the sequel to School of Good and Evil, and I haven't read the first book. The first book is about these 2 best friends, and they live in a world where there's a school for good, and then on the other side of the campus they also teach the bad guys. Sophia is the one who's supposed to go to the good school, and Agatha is the one who's supposed to go to the bad school. But then Agatha goes to the good school and Sophie goes to the bad school. But what happens next? Find out soon when you actually read the book, Lanny. Another book that I have gotten from this wonderful book unboxing is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. A Darker Shade of Magic is an adult book where the main character is a time traveler. And there's different types of Londons that he travels to, like there's a gray London and a red London and a white London, oh, and a black London. He's an ambassador for one of the Londons, and then he's also a smuggler. I'm going to assume that his smuggling has gotten him into some dirty business, and now he's all like, dang it! And this book has been highly praised on BookTube. I wasn't really originally gonna get it because it didn't really seem like my type of book, but with all these high ratings and good praises, why not? And then the last book that I got from Book Outlet is Dream a Little Dream by Kirsten Gier. And Kirsten Gier is the author of the Ruby Red Trilogy, which I really enjoyed, and I read it last year. And then she's also a German author. This series is already complete. But what's not complete are the English translations to it because it's originally in German. The main character in Dream a Little Dream is having these weird dreams where she keeps on seeing these 4 guys that go to her school, and then she's all like, what? And I guess it's a mystery, so they're gonna find out what happens. And the last book that I have is from Barnes & Noble, so let's unbox. Oh my gosh, it smells like new book. I have obtained Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This is not the type of book that I read because apparently it's new level creepy. But also, Tim Burton is going to direct a movie/TV show about it, so of course I have to read the book before that happens. Look at these photos! What is this? So guess who's not going to be reading this at night? This book is about a main character named Jacob, and he's shipped off to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and he finds out that the children there are more than just a little bit peculiar. They're creepy. Cause this just screams creepy to you too, right? I'm not being a weenie here, am I? This will be a trip. That's all the books that I bought in this autumnish. It's a total of 11 books. I will read them all, I promise. I'm going to get rid of this stupid TBR I have. And thank you so much for watching. Bye! It's not, did I cut a book? Muggle, muggle, smuggle. I have obtained Miss Peregrine's book, but the cover's not too